On a quiet Christmas morning in Portland, a family gathered around the tree, unaware that their long-standing imbalance was about to spark a profound transformation. Chelsea, the younger daughter, twirled joyously with the keys to a brand new BMW, an extravagant gift wrapped in a red bow big enough to eclipse the moment. Across from her sat Olivia, the older daughter, holding a $1.99 plastic piggy bank meant for toddlers. Inside it lay 2 single-dollar bills and a hollow message disguised as encouragement. For years, Olivia had carried the weight of being the responsible one. She worked overtime, earned her own way through college, and even brought thoughtful gifts bought with months of savings. That morning, she had arrived prepared to share news of a well-earned promotion as a senior structural engineer, a role she achieved through grit, persistence, and late-night work. She imagined pride. She imagined acknowledgement, but instead, the contrast between the sisters' gifts echoed every forgotten birthday, every overshadowed achievement, every moment she had been expected to need less so others could receive more. Something inside her shifted. That night, while the house slept, Olivia quietly packed a small suitcase. Not in anger, but in clarity. She left behind the expectations, the silent endurance, the dismissal disguised as love. And as snow fell softly on the empty highway, she drove toward a different kind of future, one defined by her own worth. Her car, old but faithful, carried her to the safety of a friend who welcomed her without conditions. With time, therapy, and the slow rebuilding of self-trust, Olivia began redefining what family meant. She learned that family is not built through obligation but through mutual respect. Not through guilt, but through genuine care. Her confidence returned, not in sudden bursts, but in steady, intentional steps. She transferred to a new office. She rented her own apartment. She discovered pottery, shaping imperfect clay into pieces that reminded her she, too, could transform under pressure. She surrounded herself with people who appreciated her not for what she gave, but for who she was. Months later, when her family attempted to pull her back into old patterns, Olivia didn't respond with anger. She responded with boundaries. With truth, with a quiet strength born from finally choosing herself. She didn't return to punish them. She returned to stand tall. In a room filled with relatives who once overlooked her, Olivia entered not as the forgotten daughter, but as a woman who had rebuilt her life from the inside out. Her posture told a story of courage. Her silence told a story of healing. And her presence told a story of a person who had finally learned a powerful truth. Love without respect is not love. Family without fairness is not family. And a life without self-worth is not a life at all. Olivia chose differently. She chose herself. And in doing so, she discovered that sometimes the greatest gift is the freedom to walk away from what diminishes you and walk toward what strengthens you.